Welcome to Forensic Friday,
where we examine the intersection of true crime, psychology, and the heart of being human in the middle of it all.
I'm so glad.
It's even more dumb than that. I checked that my volume on my computer was working, but it was using my microphone as a speaker. We're trying to, so we're good.
So I was not the crazy one.
Okay, I have a question for you. Garrett, he's literally recording me right now and his nose is flaring, so you know this is going to be good. So he looked at me because I have the overhead light in the room, which, by the way, I pulled a Tina. They put me in building 4. Which is like a hall, first of all.
Oh, that's far.
It's far. So they put me in building 4 and, I wanted a king bed, right? Well, they put me in there with a queen bed. The bed was like attached to the front door. I don't know any other way to explain it. Like it was like front door, nightstand, bed, but the bathroom had a tub, a soaking tub, like with jets.
You're like, I need more
and
bed,
then a
less
kitchen.
tub.
I've never walked into a room into the bed. That's insane. So that's why I called them. They moved me over here, building 3, right by the elevator in a great room. King bed,
I don't know.
air conditioners.
Oh, good. I don't know what building I'll be in.
Well, we've got a good spot to hang out here. We even have like a table and couch and big
Dude, we have a suite.
Oh, maybe we'll hang out at yours then.
Yes. No, mine's the hangout spot.
Okay, so here's Garrett's question.
What?
So he said that his face. He said that my setup looks very noir. Noir. Okay.
Okay.
I'm an English major. I've never known what this word is. It's one of my, it's something about me that is funny. Do you know what this word means? Don't Google it. Don't you Google it. I see you Googling. You've ruined it. I was going to ask you, what does it mean?
Okay, well, without Googling it, I would have said...
You already Googled it.
I did, but without Googling it, I would have said, like, fancy chic.
I was thinking dark and mysterious. Well,
Okay.
Garrett, I went like this, and you said that's not noir. I was being mysterious. Like, that's not...
Dark and mysterious?
Okay, well, I'm not dark and mysterious. Oh my God. Okay,
Yeah,
so I was right.
You're literally wearing white with like white hair.
I'm wearing white with white hair.
You are not dark and mysterious.
You're not wrong. I'm not dark and mysterious.
I'm wearing black.
No, but I will say...
Noir is like an old black and white detective show or movie.
Oh, yeah, I'm not noir at all.
I would make you stop saying it.
And Natalie was thinking Dior.
Natalie was thinking Dior. You were thinking Dior, probably.
Oh, yeah, probably.
So my mom and I went to Hermes and Louis Vuitton.
Oh, did you buy something?
Well, I didn't get the computer thing because I wanted to get something for the book. Yeah. But I got a notebook cover, and it's real cute, and they stamp my initials on it. So it's little, but very cute. Even Gare likes it. So
lovely.
It's good. But we were a whole thing. Oh, and I got a little wrist scarf from Hermes. I'm gonna wear it when I sign books this weekend. So that'll be fun. Or this weekend? Whatever. What day is it? Whose cat is this? I don't even know. I'm exhausted.
Oh my gosh.
Nat rescued me from myself in the past week because I had a crash out of...
I don't think I did. I thought I almost made it worse, but I'm glad that
no one could have helped. I told Mom, I was like, there's nothing anyone could have done in that moment. The fact that you came out meant no one got murdered. So that was good because I like you.
And you didn't rage quit.
Did not. Just angry. Just big mad. But I'm feeling better now. I'm in the mountains. I got over my headache
today.
I know. Well, I had pizza, and Gare got some cheesecake in me, and I'm having a medicinal Diet Coke. Nice. And then I'm getting in the hot tub. So things are looking much better.
The hot tub closes soon.
At 10. You know, I'm gonna shut it down. Well, were you with me? I'm sure you were. We're always together. When we shut the hot tub down with the probation officers.
Yes, I was the one. I was the ringleader.
Yeah, well, you are a lot of times the ringleader
This was
after
before
hours.
Grace. This was before. This was with Denver.
We were less fun last year because you were right after baby, and I was holding on for dear life
Yes, I
because
was
you
right
were
after
right
baby.
after baby.
The year before, Davina and I actually shut it down.
Yeah.
You did not technically.
Well, here's what I think. This year I'm going to do some things, but also Grace is going to be here, and Mac and my parents are going to be here a couple of days, which will be really fun.
Look at the things that I signed up for, because what I would love to do is maybe save some of them for the online access.
Okay, but you have to like go to sessions. We can't just go to ours.
No, I go to more sessions than you do.
That's not true. I go to all but the keynotes because the one keynote had the comedian and they like lost me forever. The keynotes this year are really good, and I think it's because of that one year.
I love going to sessions. Janine, you sat at our booth 2 years ago. I don't know how many you went to.
I hung out with Preston. That was fun. We hung out for like 2 hours and just like shot
and
the shit.
I went to sessions.
That was the keynote. I don't do keynotes, but this year's look great.
There were sessions that we dipped out on.
I give it a real good 24 hours, and then I'm like, meow.
Oh yeah, no, 100%.
So they asked me, I might be on a panel also, so I may have to do 3 things this year. But you have to come to Garanize, which is 3:30 to 5 on Thursday.
Okay.
Are you dying? Yes, 3:30 to 5 is when Gare and I are presenting.
Okay.
And then my parents are bringing Mackers up for ours, and they'll be up here for Garanize, which will be fun.
I don't think I'll have Grace in ours because she's way more mobile now.
Oh no, she cannot. She will want mom.
I'm gonna get so mad.
No, she cannot be in there. Also, it's going to be a 90-minute DV presentation. Mac's not going to come in because we're talking about inappropriate stuff. But he's going to pop in for Garanize, which is just about computers. I almost dropped my Diet Coke all over my computer. Oh my God. My new computer. Can you imagine? Oh, jeez. I don't have new computer money right now. I had, barely a little splurge for the book, and that's it. Now we got to sell more books.
We have Louis Vuitton money, but not computer money.
Well, they're not the same. I did not spend computer money today, I could tell you.
Oh, okay.
I did not. I bought one of the smallest things they have. Gare picked it up because they had to stamp it. So Mom and I went yesterday, and then he had to pick it up today. And he was like, they looked at me like I was some kind of Yeti. Like they just were not having him. And there was a line to get into Louis Vuitton, which is weird. So Gare just went in and picked it up.
That's great.
So I have quite the mini for us. It's short though.
Okay.
So here's what I was thinking. Remember when we were talking about the maternal instinct documentary and case, which we're covering Friday. And I was like, there was a case, blah, 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 and I couldn't remember which case it was. And I thought it was this one that inspired the episode of Private Practice that made me stop watching that show and freaked me out my entire pregnancy. I was wrong, not surprisingly. Our ice machine sounds like a gunshot. That's going to be problematic.
I can hear it.
Oh, thank God. That's a scared bejesus out of me. Oh, and real quick before we get into the case. So for those of you who are not in Colorado, and actually more so for those of you who are, they evacuated Waterworld.
Oh,
So
yeah,
Mac,
that was crazy.
Mac finally gets to go do a day with his friends. He's so excited. He goes up with his little buddies. They made it 1 hour before they evacuated it. So to the shithead that ruined that day, get out.
I Googled it because there wasn't a lot of information.
Mm-mm.
And then, so when I Googled it, when you texted me, there was none.
Yeah.
But then I Googled it later and it was like an alleged bomb threat, but there was no bomb.
Mm-mm. No, and it was kind of scary because they didn't know what it was. So they did one of those like security evacuations. And
they had like dogs going and everything.
It was crazy. But the shout out to the parents who took my kid. They handled it so well that Mac was really okay. Like they were just super calm, took the kids out to lunch, got them ice cream. And so
Aw.
that was just it was really nice.
How many kids were in his little group?
Three or four kiddos. And then it was just one set of parents took them and they had a ball. So they it goes to show that how we handle this stuff insulates our kids or not. And we played it really cool when he got home. We were just kind of like, how you doing, buddy? I'm so sorry your day got wrecked. And he's like, yeah, I thought it could be a shooter. And I was like, oh my God, my mother heart. So I don't know but this has happened in other states. This has happened in other states.
Recently?
Yeah. Apparently, this is a thing that's been happening. I'll have to do more research to figure out which states it was, but it's specifically water parks. I don't know if this is connected to that. I don't know. But that was stressful. Okay. On March 19th, 2015, so I had just found out I was pregnant. News hit from Longmont, Colorado, that Michelle Wilkins, a 26-year-old woman who was 7 months pregnant, had been attacked when she went to pick up some baby clothes that she was buying from another woman who went by D.
Okay.
Her name was Dynel Lane. She was 34 years old and like a CNA, had been a CNA, was not actively a CNA when this happened. Okay. So according to the 911 call, a woman was bleeding profusely and told the 911 operator, she cut me. Who cut you? Said the operator. I don't know. She cut you in your stomach? The operator said. I'm pregnant. The victim responded. So when police officers arrived, they heard a woman's cry for help and they saw her on the bed, in and out of consciousness, barely able to speak. So she's on the bed in this other woman's home.
Wow.
Where she went to get the clothes. And they found a knife with a 3-inch blade under the bed.
Jesus.
Mm-hmm. Police found bloody towels being laundered in the washing machine. Mm-hmm. So, do you remember this case? That's my first question. Do you remember this case?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. And I remember when I first heard this case, like I said, I had literally just found out I was pregnant. I don't even know if we'd told anybody except probably my parents. And I remember being like, oh my God. And this is not something you hear about every day. Now, pregnant women get attacked sometimes by their partners. It's a dangerous time in a domestic violence relationship. But you don't typically hear of pregnant women just being attacked randomly. That's very weird. And especially when this first broke, they didn't have a lot of details, just that this woman, I still remember the night on the news, they were still sorting it out.
Right.
They just knew that this woman had been attacked and it wasn't her home. So they didn't think it was her husband, but they didn't really know what was going on.
Yeah.
Okay. So here's what happened on the other side of that situation. So I want to run you through from Dynel's husband's perspective.
Okay.
David Ridley, 35-year-old husband of Dynel, told police that he returned home earlier in the evening after leaving work to meet up with his wife. As he walked downstairs toward the basement, his wife came around a corner covered in blood. She told him she'd miscarried a baby in the bathtub upstairs. He ran to the bathroom and found a small baby in the bathtub. He rubbed the baby slightly and then rolled it over to see it take a breath, according to him. He wrapped the baby in a towel and drove the baby and his wife to the ER at Longmont United Hospital. So I've been to that hospital a couple of times because Garrett's grandparents lived in Longmont. So there were a couple of occasions where we were at that hospital. I actually think one of my nieces might have been born in that hospital as well. He didn't know the baby's actual mother was still bleeding inside the house. Can we just take your face? Can we take a minute to talk about how insane that is?
So when you, and I'm sure you remember this, but I mean, mine was like a year, 15 months ago. Yours was like 10 years ago.
Yeah, it was a long time. Yeah.
So
Almost 11 years ago, I had Mac.
I know it's crazy.
Crazy.
They are so on lockdown in hospitals.
We'll be right back.
This episode is brought to you by Southeast Counseling Center. Southeast Counseling Center is a 501c3 nonprofit mental health provider right here in Parker, Colorado, conveniently located just off major highways. We serve the whole family, from play therapy for kids to couples and family therapy, trauma treatment, psychological testing, and specialized groups. Access matters. That's why Southeast Counseling Center accepts Medicaid, TriWest, and victim compensation, and also offers a community subsidy program to help people who fall in the gap between Medicaid and traditional insurance coverage. And because we're a nonprofit, every dollar donated by the community goes directly towards providing treatment services for people who need help. Prefer to meet at home? Telehealth is available statewide, so anyone in Colorado can access our services. To get started, call 720-842-5553 or fill out our secure web inquiry form at secounseling.org. Southeast Counseling Center, care that is accessible, compassionate, and rooted in the community.
Oh, yeah. They were a bit, honestly, even my mom in the 80s, they had it pretty locked down.
Yeah, I mean, it's
The technology's better now, but I mean, they locked it down pretty good.
Like they put a thing that if it gets cut off by somebody, by a non-nurse, an alarm goes off.
Oh, yeah.
If it gets close to an elevator.
Oh, yeah.
Everything down. I mean, it is wild. And I'm thankfully, because there's like crazy shit happens, you know.
There's crazy people everywhere. We know that.
Anyway, so I'm sitting here thinking, like, I remember when I was postpartum, I just had Grace, so sleep deprived, and I was thinking, like, if someone tried to take her, I would end them.
Oh, that's still true.
I
know
know.
about Waterworld. I'm like, I don't. Who made the threat?
I know.
Where are they? I'm gonna need an address and some time. That's all I need. No, we're the protection.
It's wild. Yeah,
it's crazy. So
okay, sorry. Continue.
Think about this husband though. He sees his wife. He's like, "Oh my God!"
I didn't know you were pregnant.
Well, guess what? He had left work earlier because he was going to take her to. She had like a doctor's appointment. He was going to go with her to a doctor's appointment.
Okay.
So that's part of why he was coming home early.
Okay.
So I have theories, but anyway, so as the husband is getting his wife out and this baby, who he thinks is his baby, the woman who was pregnant, an hour earlier, is dying upstairs. Yeah, that's exactly right. That's insane.
Mm-hmm.
Insane. Okay. So Dynel D is at the hospital with her husband and they're working on the baby, right? They had the baby.
Yeah.
Later, police find Wilkins in that house and take her to the same hospital.
Oh, no.
And an ER surgeon looks at her abdomen and sees that the incision was well performed. Meaning the person who had stabbed this woman
knew what to do.
Had researched C-section births to have that level of accuracy. Like was either a surgeon or a doctor or like had researched this.
Mm-hmm.
And obviously Lane had been a CNA from 2010 to 2012. No history of being in trouble with the board. And that all happened when she lived in Pueblo. So she lived in Pueblo prior to Longmont. So meanwhile, Lane is in her room, no visual signs of vaginal bleeding or signs of recently giving birth. And she refused an exam, obviously, because she didn't have a baby. She then admitted that she cut this woman's abdomen open to remove the victim's baby. And the hospital told police that the baby was probably around 7 months old and would have been viable, almost 8 months old. 8 months in utero. Lane had been telling the family for months that she was pregnant, even showing them an ultrasound photo of a baby in December. So this is March, right? So showing a sonogram picture in December.
Was lying to her family.
She was lying to her family. And like I said,
what is this? Anyway, continue.
Oh, I've got you. Now this one, so the reason I'm doing this case, I want you to
have
think
our bigger case.
we got this bigger case on Friday, but this one is very different from that one. So right now they sound very similar.
Okay.
This one is different than the one we're going to do Friday. And I want your thoughts on not the one Friday, but the psychology of this one, because it feels a little different. Because when I first researched this, I'm like, oh my God, I'm feeling just like you. So like I told you, the husband had left work early to take her to a prenatal appointment. One of Lane's 2 teenage daughters, she'd already had kids. So she had 2 teenage daughters. One of them later told investigators she could not tell Dynel was pregnant, even though she was very petite. So the teenage daughters are like, yeah, she never really looked pregnant. So I don't know that she put on a big show. She just told people that she was pregnant. So here's the kicker about Lane. In 2002, Lane was in another marriage and lost a 19-month-old son to an accidental drowning in a decorative pond.
Oh my God.
Yep. And that child's name was Michael Alexander Cruz. So that was her and her ex-husband's kiddo. So then, as everybody, you can imagine the scene at the hospital, right? Like, my God, this is Grey's Anatomy stuff, right? So everybody's running around. They finally figure out the story. Lane is, basically arrested at the hospital. The mother survived. The baby did not. So Wilkins survived. The baby did not survive. So as they're unpacking this legally, they had a big debate over whether or not this was a murder charge. Because in Colorado, at that time, I don't know if this is still true. I didn't dig in that much for the mini. Maybe I'll know by Friday. It's only murder if the child lived outside of the body of the mother for a period of time. So it's a complex investigation, meaning it's only considered murder if the child lived outside of the body of the mother for a period of time, right? And so the father, not the father of the baby, the man who thought he was the father, said he took a breath, but by the time they got to the hospital, the baby was gone. And so they couldn't figure out at what point that happened. And it was a super complicated investigation. So essentially, in April of 2016, so about a year later, she was found guilty and sentenced to 100 years in prison.
Good.
And she didn't really fight. I mean, she didn't plead innocent, right? Or not guilty. She had admitted it. She was convicted of attempting to kill Michelle Wilkins and unlawful termination of a pregnancy. So then I dug around and I'm like, when was that private practice episode? Because it lives rent free in my head still to this day. And it was in 2009. It was before this. So you have to wonder, I wonder if this chick saw this, and then maybe this bigger case we're doing Friday might have known about this case.
Right.
You know what I mean? But
Mhm.
that episode was season 3, episode 1, A Death in the Family. And in that episode, Violet, the character Violet, who was a psychiatrist, was attacked by one of her clients and had to talk the woman through because the woman was like gonna attack her and try to take the baby. And the psychiatrist talked the woman through how to do it to save the baby's life.
Oh my gosh.
No, it's insane. I know it messed with
That's
me.
not a true story.
No, it was a TV show.
Okay.
But you have to ask yourself, like, this feels like it would be, this is terrible and morbid to think about, but it would be easier to abduct a child than to do this. This is like
Yeah.
a big old mess.
Yeah.
So what do you think about possible motivation in this case? And without divulging too much about Friday's case, psychologically, what do you think might be going on in this one?
We'll be right back.
If you work with court-ordered clients, you already know the system can be overwhelming. Documentation, coordination, compliance tracking, billing, on top of actually doing the therapy. That's why we want to tell you about Reliatrax, a one-stop platform built specifically for therapists working in the court-ordered space and voluntary treatment. Reliatrax helps you stay connected with probation and referral sources so everyone's on the same page and your clients get the best care possible without the endless emails, calls, and paperwork. And here's the exciting part. Reliatrax now offers Aura, their new AI assistant. Aura helps streamline documentation, keeps you organized, and supports your workflow so you can spend less time clicking boxes and more time doing clinical work. Reliatrax also supports insurance billing, including Medicaid, making it easier to serve both court-ordered and voluntary clients all in one system. No juggling platforms and no workarounds. And the other amazing thing is you have an actual team of people who can support you, not some automated system. If you're looking for a smarter, more efficient way to manage compliance, communication, and care, Reliatrax was built for this. Check out Reliatrax and see how it can support you, your clients, and the systems you work in without burning you out. You can go to www.reliatrax.com to get started.
Oh gosh. I mean, extreme grief and
Mm-hmm.
depression. Yeah, I mean, extreme grief to the point where it's like delusional thinking, you know? I mean,
Yeah.
I don't know. It's unimaginable because like I can't even imagine being on either side of this coin.
Mm-mm.
I don't think it's a personality thing. I think it's situational based on what she went through.
That's exactly what I'm thinking, Nat. I
You
think
know?
it's extreme grief and trauma.
Mhm.
And when I think about what may have happened here, I have a theory in my head. Here's my theory. It was getting harder. So she was 36.
Okay.
Okay.
Oh, so she was having a hard
Oh,
time.
26.
Oh,
Michelle Wilkins, 26. Okay.
Oh, okay.
So what I'm thinking as I'm looking at this. Oh, sorry. Yes. Hang on. Michelle Wilkins was 26. Dee was 34.
Okay.
So the story in my head is she had extreme grief. She had a medical background. She was getting a little bit older.
Mhm.
And obviously, women are having babies older and older and doing great. I mean,
I'm one of them.
you're an example of this.
Yeah.
I was considered geriatric at 30. So
They changed that. It's 36 now.
yeah, of course they did because it's inhumane to
Yeah.
talk to women like this. I remember
I mean, I was technically geriatric, but I didn't care. I got a lot of free stuff.
well, I mean, me too. I got some
I got free
stuff, too.
testing, you know.
I got some free stuff too.
I'm like, you can call me old. I look better than half the moms here.
100%. Well, here's what's interesting. I think they really did move the date back because it's like 30 used to be geriatric, but it's not anymore.
No, 30. I mean, shoot, Brittany is 31 or 32. And I mean, I look at her and I'm like, you're still such a baby.
Oh, I know. I know.
You know.
But I'm wondering if Dynel was feeling like if she was going to have another baby, she needed to make it happen. There was a lot of grief. She had kids, teenage kids, and she had kind of gotten this thing going, delusional thinking, whatever this was, she got, and there's a whole market for this. Fake pregnancy tests, fake ultrasound photos, you can doctor it. And also, have you seen those reborn babies?
What?
Oh, this is insane. Google reborn baby dolls.
Oh no.
Oh yeah, no. This is wild to me. No, they look so real. And there are women online, and it is a way that they cope with grief. It's the way that they whatever.
Oh my God. I could never.
No. But this is a thing, and there are literally
Amazon. I can buy one on Amazon.
Oh yeah, there's corners of the internet where women like stream their day with these babies, like get them up at a certain time and carry them around the house and feed them, and it is a whole thing. It's a whole thing, and it's
Do they like
grief.
send a picture in and then they get a doll that looks like their child?
I don't really know. I think maybe they just pick out a baby that looks a certain way. I don't know that they make them like custom. I don't know.
Oh, this is so weird.
It's weird. It's weird. But the reason that comes to mind for me is it's kind of like, it's in this same vein where it's like
weird.
the brain does weird things. It is so intense to be a mother.
It is.
It's intense to want to be a mother. And a lot of women go through so much pain and grief and suffering in every stage of it. Miscarriage, birth, all the things, there's a lot of really hard things women go through, and they have found ways to cope. And I think in these really extreme cases, and the thing that breaks my heart is when I think about this Dynel, what she did is horrific. She's spending 100, I mean, she won't live this long, but sentenced to 100 years, like the rest of her life. She will be behind bars, and she should be. I mean, what she did is awful.
Yeah.
Unthinkable.
Yeah.
But losing her child the way she did is also unthinkable to a mother. So if
Oh my God, yeah.
If you have a brain that is vulnerable, perhaps, and you go through something unimaginable and you don't process it right, if someone like this, and I've worked with some folks, you and I have talked about this before. I had a client, this was really hard, and we talked about this when you came back to work. Like, Mac was about the same age as this mother who came in, and she'd lost her baby camping. They had gone camping, and they were tent camping. And the baby was under 2. Under 2. And I still remember it. And it was really hard. I actually had to call a supervisor and really process, like, do I refer this person? But they just kind of shared their story for the first time. And so I worked through it with a supervisor to make sure that I wasn't hurting myself or not neutral enough to help the person. And it was the pain was so intense for years. And she'd already done really intensive therapy. There's a few amazing organizations in Colorado, and I know they have them all over the country for families who've lost children. But she did that really hard work to not become a Dynel.
Yeah.
Because when you think about it, this was 13 years later.
Right. Like the pain was just so intense.
So intense.
Yeah.
And I'm wondering if you never know what sets something like this off. Like maybe she had a doctor's visit and they put pressure. Because now when I had Mac when I was 30, I remember I went back to the doctor. Obviously I did all my normal things. And then I went for like an annual. And the pressure that I got from this doctor was like, hey, if you want to have another one, like, you should probably get on it. Like, first of all, the way we treat women in medicine is just a ruckus. And I loved my doctor, but I start getting this pressure. I can't imagine if you're getting into your mid 30s, particularly then. We're talking about 2015. I'm telling you what it was like as a 30-year-old.
Right.
He's 34 that same year.
Yeah.
I'm guessing she may have had similar conversations, right? And maybe it just wasn't happening, or maybe they'd had a loss or whatever. And she just broke.
Mm.
She broke. And then this precious 26-year-old woman who, you know, is just showing up to get some baby clothes, just was in the wrong place, quite literally at the wrong time. Why do you think?
Do you think Dynel or whatever her name is was actually going to sell baby clothes, or do you think it was to lure a victim in?
You know, I remember reading about this more when it happened, and I feel like there was a little information that came out. I don't know if she had baby clothes and then just got really triggered, or if this was she specifically lured her. I can't remember.
Yeah.
I'll try to find out by Friday. Maybe I'll have an update for Friday. But why do you think, Nat, she didn't kill her?
I don't think her intention was to kill her.
I don't either, but what do you think her plan was? She put the bloody towels in the wash.
Mm.
What did she think was going to happen? They're going to take the baby to the hospital and what?
I don't think she thought that far into it.
I don't either.
Like, with how that went, the case we're covering Friday, I have so many thoughts on. And it is
same.
different. Like, this person lost a child, you know, like, it's wild what PTSD does, you know, like all that kind of stuff. And so, I don't know. It's weird. I feel like two theories. One, she either had a plan,
right,
but didn't think it through.
right.
And she was lying about being pregnant. So like there's that similarity.
Well, and they were on a collision course, right? Because she was going to have to find a baby.
Yeah.
Or have a story like that day. Like literally her husband was coming home for appointment.
So that is similar in some ways to this other one, in the sense that like she was lying already. It wasn't like in the moment she felt super triggered. I don't think that's the case. So she had to have a plan. I don't know, man. I mean, it seems like her intention was not to kill anybody.
No, I mean, she could have easily killed her. I don't think she intentionally was trying to kill her per se, or it would have been very easy to finish the job. Although I will say,
unless she was going to kill her and then got the baby out faster and then honestly thought she was probably dead.
Thought she was dead or was so preoccupied then with the baby.
Yeah.
That I could see a woman like this completely forgetting that she even.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like full focus baby. That was her whole mission.
Yeah.
She had no plan for the woman in the room. She's not thinking what's going to happen when we come home. It's the part that's weird to me is, yes, it doesn't look like a great plan, but there was no way she was going to get away with this in her own home. That's one of the things that feels really weird to me about it.
Yeah.
You know, so I don't know. There's definitely like a mental health break piece to this, I think, at first glance. If she had come in for therapy like that sweet client that I saw all those years ago, we did really hard work. And it was it was hard on her. It was also hard on me. You know, and I know you've had a few cases where we've had to shore ourselves up because it's really hard to hear
anything
things.
with kids. This case is hard to listen to, and the case we're covering Friday is hard. Like rewatching that, and I'll talk about that Friday, but rewatching that documentary was tough. It's tough to think about stuff like that.
No, but it's important because we don't talk enough, I think, about the pressure around lots of things women go through, but least of all, probably labor and delivery, miscarriage,
Yeah.
domestic violence when people are pregnant. We just don't like to talk about any of that.
Yeah.
We like to talk about adorable pregnant women waddling in and having babies and coming out. It's really hard to talk about any of the rest of it. But I so wish that this woman could have gotten into a counselor's office because
Yeah.
maybe that baby'd still be here and be with his
Their mom.
mama.
Yeah. Was it a boy?
I can't remember. I think it was a boy. Oh, well, and that just brings up a whole bunch of questions. What if it was her other baby boy's clothes?
Right.
Because she had teenage daughters. Well, now I'm going to deep dive. I'm going to be in the hot tub looking at this. Y'all, I will report back with more data. I'm going to get in there. Because
Get
now
in
I have
there.
even more questions
I
on
know.
the grief.
This is a tough case, but
It's a tough case.
yeah, it sets us up well for Friday.
Oh, yes. And I have an announcement.
Oh boy.
I don't worry, it's not bad. Nothing bad. I am having a book signing
Oh
on
yeah.
July 25th from 12 to 2 at Covered Treasures in Monument, Colorado. And it's one of my son's favorite places to be in the whole world. He loves it so much. There's a cute little ice cream shop, like
Nice.
2 doors down. It's just very sweet. Oh, and a farmer's market in the morning there. So if you want to come meet me and get a book and say hi, we would love to see you.
Do it.
Yeah, I know. You should come. So we will see y'all on Friday and we'll have some conference. I got this weird camera, Nat. I'm never going to figure it out, but it's kind of cool. It's like almost an old school camera.
Mm,
And I did bring a murder mystery in a box, Hunt a Killer, if we want to do it.
love that.
So we might record that. But we will cover all the conference things too for you guys this week.
Yeah.
We get to hang out with our buddies all week and learn about all the things we're passionate about. So it's a good week.
Dude, we need to go over our slides.
We will.
I feel way less prepared than I do previous years.
Oh, we're way better off than we were last year. You don't
And
remember
you're-
last year. It was a fever dream for
In
you.
your brain, we're better off. I'm not better off.
Last year was crazy. I think you were just along for the ride a little more last year because you were like, don't sleep, baby.
Yeah, but I mean, I knew what I was talking about last year.
What we're talking about this year is what we do every day. So for me, I feel good about it.
Okay.
Well, we'll see you all on Friday, as always.
Bye, forensic friends.
I'm Janine.
And I'm Nat.
And as always, thanks for listening and join us next week for more crime, psychology, and heart.